So before we get out of here, we definitely got to talk about this topic.
What?
The Tenderism. Ain't that how you say it? The Tenderism?
Tenderism?
Okay, so there's a popular restaurant. I believe it's out here on the West Coast. I believe it's in Cali.
I think so. I'm not sure where.
So there's an old guy. Can you look his name up? Because I don't even know. I
Yeah.
want to butcher his name. There's an old black guy. He advertises
Oh,
barbecue
really? Oh.
online. So he has these famous videos, these TikTok videos, Instagram videos, YouTube shorts going crazy, where he'll get a rib or a
And the
piece
meat
of
fall
chicken,
off the bone?
and he show how the meat fall off the bone, go tenderism. So boom, people are thinking he's the owner of the restaurant. So naturally, it catches fire like wildfire. Everybody's going to the restaurant to want to support this old black guy. Come to find out, he's not the owner. The real owner is this white guy who employed the black guy, and the white guy hurries up and goes to try to patent tenderism. Now, the black guy, he created the whole movement, right? The whole swag, the word, everything, but he didn't patent the word. So the white guy tried to go patent it and exclude, what was his name?
I can't get his name.
Just going like
business.
going like
Hey,
X or
that's
something.
business 101,
They
bro.
he excluded the black guy from that. So I guess it's like in legal limbo right now. He wasn't able to actually patent it. But do y'all think that was grimy of him to do, or was it just business, not personal? Because time and time again, black people create a movement, we popularize it, but we don't do the business side of it. Same way we did with hip hop. Created hip hop, popularized it, but we never got the labels and the ownership.
No, I think it was a little grimy because it's obviously grimy, you know what I mean? Because he knew that it was getting cracking, at least share a little bit with him. But also at the same time, if I work, and you're an employee here, then I'm going to take. I think there just should have been a deal worker. I think you being a creator and working the business and giving him a job, you're deserving of something. But also the dude, Mr. Tenderism, who kind of put y'all on the map or made y'all go viral, he deserves something too. So if he's not getting a cut of or at all, any endorsements, nothing, then to me that's bullshit. That's to me that's bullshit. But I do understand the business owner being like, well, I'm not just gonna let you get rich off of my, in my fucking vicinity, in my building, and then take off. No, I'm gonna eat off of it too. So if they both eating off of it, cool. Now if it's just the white dude who own the business eating off of it, then that's where I think that's fucked up.
So this was another thing. Keith Lee went to go do a review, and he tried to of the restaurant. He tried to leave the old black guy. Somebody get his name. I'll get tired of calling him
Walter
old black
Johnson.
guy. Walter Johnson. He tried to give Walter Johnson a $4,000 tip. The white owner declined. Well, he basically shut it down. And then that caught a lot of controversy because Keith Lee went and made a video about that. So
I heard
basically,
a different story. Not to cut you off, but I heard he tried to go up to bro, and Mr. Tenderism had a bodyguard and was like, "Nah, we good. I'm already too busy." So he sent them away. So he went and gave the $4,000. He spread it out, and so that's what people was mad. Like you blocked a blessing by, you know what I mean, pushing Keith Lee away. He was going to give you 4 or 5 bands, but you also got to think of that from Mr. Tenderism's perspective of like, yesterday I wasn't nothing. Today I'm popping. Let me get a bodyguard. Niggas too do the extras. Niggas think
okay,
they
so
famous and
it's
shit.
Destination Smokehouse.
Yeah,
it's
in
a
Marietta.
popular Texas-inspired barbecue restaurant in Marietta, California. So on top of that, prior to all the controversy, the owner, the white guy, I got to get his name, he was never really in the videos. Now, a lot of people say he was in the older videos before this all blew up, and a lot of people said this is even his recipe. But the controversy comes in because, what was black dude's name? Walter Johnson. He's the one that advised him to put barbecue on the menu. So he advised him to put barbecue on the menu, and barbecue is the reason why the restaurant is blowing up. Tendernism is the reason why the whole restaurant is blowing up, which all came from the black guy, his ideas and his social media presence. But like the owner said, when I found him, he didn't have shit. He had zero. I hired him and helped give him the platform to be what he is now. And the black dude seemed like he wasn't even tripping. He hugging him and shit, but it looked like Django.
He do look crazy.
It looked like Django. You remember what's the damn what was the name? The slave.
But would people be mad if it wasn't a race thing that people see? If it was 2 white people, would people be mad?
Probably
or would people
not.
just be like,
Probably not.
you
Or
need
2
to be
black
grateful?
people?
No,
No,
I'm just saying. So you
yeah.
see a white dude and the black dude probably feeling like he changed his life. So if he's not having a problem, I don't see why nobody else should have a
He
problem.
definitely getting to a little bag right now, so until it run out, but he doing his thing. But all of that, what you was just saying here, that's all gonna be he said, she said in the court of law. It's like, so if you didn't bring no paperwork, you didn't get a lawyer or somebody from down the street to come up and say, hey, this is my recipe or whoop de whoop whoop, it's over with.
And
So,
what when go ahead.
I was
Shorty.
gonna just say that's where business take off. You gotta, if you know you have a great idea, man, you gotta write it down, get a contract, whatever the case may be. Prime example, remember the song Bling Bling by Cash Money back in the day? Baby himself said, I made a mistake by not getting that term copyright. I think it was like a cosmetic company that tried to get that word bling bling copyrighted, even though we all know Cash Money coined that term and made it popular. But again, not being business savvy at the time, you don't know no better. So that's why it's to the point where we got to do better business style wise as our own culture. If you know you're going to get something, have that shit written out. Get that shit notarized, whatever the case may
But
be.
they gonna look at you crazy if I own a restaurant and you trying to come just because you think something finna pop and come at me
But
with a
that's
business.
how business is.
I know. I'm
yeah.
just what I'm saying is he had the idea just working with the dude. Like, how can we make this a little better? Probably get an idea. You need to put some barbecue on here because he has an idea. But the dude, if people would just look out for people when you know they played a strong part in what you're doing, you wouldn't have these problems. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, if your business boosted up based off of ideas somebody gave you, even though you pulled him in, all these things lined up for both of y'all perfectly. So that's where a lot of things in relationships get messed up because people be more so, like we said, I don't want to say ungrateful, but you feel like I did all this on my own. But this dude presence helped you. Even though you picked him up, he also picked you up too, in a sense.
It was a favor for a favor type style. But again,
It really wasn't favor for a favor. It was, I hired you. You got a movement cracking on your own under my restaurant that I own. So the tendernism, I guess, word was going viral.
He should get a promotion there
So
for
the
maybe a marketing.
the owner goes and tries to copyright it. I kept saying patent, excuse me. He tried to copyright tendernism, so he owns it.
So
Because you didn't.
I understand that. So do you feel like good business then? You're good at marketing. Let's try to put him somewhere in marketing now. And I don't know what Walter Johnson, what is his role there as for the company?
Who knows? Probably like a host.
Maybe again. So clearly
Some
he has some
bringing
type of
menus.
motion.
Tendernism. Tendernism, that's his name.
But at this point, but people like him now, depending on if you got a bag or not, move on with your own. Now you learn the ins and outs of the business. If you make enough money, you know how to your strategy,
Promote.
your plan worked exactly. People not coming for it just based off of what
They
his
coming off his
marketing.
side,
Yeah, they coming off of what you did, your energy, your
the,
thoughts. Yeah, you're the face of it.
Yeah, he's the face. He's the face of the restaurant, basically.
The real fucked up part about it, if we keep it in 100, is that little couple bands bro got. He cool. He done. He content. He feet kicked up. More than likely, that's how. I hate to sound like that, but that's a problem with us in our culture. That's how niggas be. They get a little bit, couple of crumbs, and niggas stop worrying about the chase. They stop worrying about trying to increase or grow. And I feel like that's what dude, whatever worked out, that's what dude did. Shot him some dough. Look, you're gonna still be able to come here. Maybe you got clientele on the side. You're gonna make a little bit of money. For a lot of niggas, that's enough. Instead of being like, nah, I'm coming for this whole shit. Nigga, it ain't shit without me. So, like you said, I'm gonna take my little whatever and now I'm gonna go do my own thing. If you're not gonna do that, then you're gonna stay an employee. But a lot of us will stay the employee because it's like, well, I'm getting a little chilly here. You know, I got a little bit of fame. That niggas can't see past that. And I feel like
he's
that's kinda
Armenian.
that situation.
I think it goes
owner's
back. I think
Armenian.
it goes back to people like we always talk about not knowing their worth, and you didn't probably realize your idea can explode to that level.
He didn't have that I am what we were just talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But either that too. But then sometimes when people come from hardships or struggles, you remember those times versus like, damn, things can get better than what they was. And you undervalue yourself now. You was an important piece to this business. And I just think some people, they just looking at it like, I capitalized, you didn't, it's on you. Life ain't gonna never be fair. That's what people gotta understand too. And these people don't give a fuck about niggas like that. A lot outside of that, and it's like you said, you cool with the crumbs, then that's cool. But outside of it, you lost at the end of the day.
Okay, so the owner is Armenian and Tendernism, he's a chef. So what it sounds like,
He's a cook?
He's a chef. He's an old black guy who's content, and he looks like he comes from the era where he was taught that, you know, to reach success goes through one of them, the white Armenian or whatever, because he's like whatever the Kardashians are, right? They Armenians. Shit. So Unc looks like he's content. He looked like he finna check out any day. He old as hell. So I don't think he was really tripping on copyright nothing. I think he's just happy to have his job. He loves what he does. He loves the attention that he gets, and he's happy with that. But the problem with black people is we don't understand business. Time and time again, we make something popular, and then other cultures capitalize on it because we don't understand the business aspect of it. We're happy just making it popular. We don't never go do the paperwork. And that's why they say it's business, never personal. Is he fucked up for doing what he did? Yeah, we could say he is. But let's just say, okay, he don't copyright it. And Unc don't never go copyright it. Am I supposed to just,
gone tomorrow?
you know what I'm saying? And somebody else outside of my restaurant does. Now they're getting paid off of what was created under my restaurant. So is it really fucked up?
I'm not going to say whether it's fucked up or not, but I just think sometimes you could have a conversation where you can get a percentage to make sure he gets a percentage and anybody else in his family does, to where, hey, we're going to go copyright this. I'm going to get half, you get half, and keep it at that. Especially if you the chef. That means the sauce is what you do. You make the restaurant damn near. Only thing is you just invested. So I think you should get more of that. But this, a lot of times too, people be wanting more than what other people care about. Like you said, he's happy, he's content. This is some people, heaven on earth. This is some people are content. Everything ain't about money for everybody. If he's in a place where he can take care of his bills, he gets joy out of that. That's probably making his life prolong longer, doing what he does. He loves what he does. So
and
I
they
think
say if you love what you do, you ain't never going to work.
Work a day in your life. Yeah. So you're happy making other people happy in a sense. And I think a lot of people just equate money with every single person ever. Like, you got to get money. You should be mad.
I just wish we would be a little more business savvy, because I would love for us to have more popping things that we own. That's all I'm saying. Like, I wish that was his restaurant, because I didn't know it was an Armenian restaurant.
Right.
So I wish that was Pops or, Tender Johnson, whatever his name is.
But just imagine if Mr. Tenderism Unc was at a black restaurant.
That's what I'm saying. I
So,
would love that.
You know what I'm saying? We blow up every other culture's businesses, and then we don't get to reap the benefits. That's just what's going on.
And I would love to have a chain of them in big metropolitan. You know what I'm saying?
And that was basically what I was getting at. Like, time and time again, we see they need us. Not saying he needed us for whatever his business, but his business didn't boom until you got that ingredient.
We're the sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
The food could be good and everything, but it ain't crack until he made it crack.
Until we got a part of it. So I just look at it like that. Like y'all said, we got to be better business savvy. We got to be knowing our worth more, and we got to. And who's to say how many opportunities did he try to probably go work for other people? And this dude, the one who gave him the opportunity,
right? Because he said when I found him, he didn't have nothing. So everybody is automatically demonizing the owner strictly because it's a race thing. Now, if this was a black guy that did it to a black guy, I doubt it's going to get this much public outrage. Or somebody white that did it to somebody white, or Armenian that did it to an Armenian. We just see pale skin, old helpless looking black guy. Oh, he got fucked over. But realistically, he didn't trademark it. He fucked himself over.
And that's that white. Remember we talked about that white guilt? Do black people need that white guilt for us to get ahead?
What you mean?
So you know how sometimes where white guilt make them want to do favors for us, like during slavery, you have the Quakers helping out Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad and things like that. Sometimes we be needing that white guilt for black people to feel successful, like how you were just saying, like it was his restaurant. Hopefully he'll look out for them in the percentage with things like that. We're banking on white guilt. I wish we can just kind of take that success instead of banking on white guilt of having somebody throwing us a bone.
I just think it wasn't, in my opinion, I just think he wasn't business savvy at all. And I just think he didn't even, them type of things probably didn't even cross his mind that he could even go do that. I think that was the biggest case of it. And now people are going to make him feel away now because they're saying you should be pressing for this or you should be getting a percentage of that. Like when he was already happy before everybody else got involved with it.
Because he made the video saying, this my boy, we cool, this, that, and the third. Like he's not, to me, the videos I seen, unless he made new ones, he wasn't tripping. So is this a case of people wanting more for you than you want for yourself type shit? Like, nah, nigga, you need to be owning that. You could be getting this much money. He like, bro, I'm cool. I'm the cook. I'm cracking. Come take your pictures with me. I'm good. He the one that even gave me the job. Y'all mad, but without him, I wouldn't even have a fucking job.
Because realistically, how many people really hiring old-ass chefs?
I mean,
chefs is different. I think age might not be a factor.
I'm not saying it's a factor, but you just said this dude looked like an old somebody with nothing. Who's really hiring him like that?
I mean, if he had this, if he knew how to cook, though, I mean, proof is in the pudding, though.
I don't know if you know how to cook, though.
Well, from what I was reading, this was actually the owner's recipe or whatever, because he says he's the self-proclaimed pit master as well. You know, the pit master, that's the main motherfucker on the grill. So the owner is the pit master as well. So
it maybe get an old black man to kind of like some Aunt Jemima type shit. Like you put the face of him so they can sell the barbecue.
I don't think he was necessarily the face. He was just working there, and then he made a suggestion that, hey man, we should put barbecue on the menu. And then on his own, he started making those videos, falling off the bone, and it just went viral.
And again, who sells barbecue the best? We do, you know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of falls. You know, when you think of barbecue, bro, I don't really think of like white folks, you know what I mean? When you think of fried chicken, I mean, besides KFC, but for the most part, that's kind of like certain foods you kind of need us to sell.
You definitely do. I will say in Texas, white people can barbecue. I've been to Texas, and when I was in Texas, yeah, them niggas was getting
best
down.
barbecue come from Tennessee. I got a Tennessee, man. Tennessee got some of the best barbecue, bro.
I'm not saying where the best is. I'm just saying that I done had some white barbecue in Texas. Like, god damn, these motherfuckers getting down.
They be smoking.
Coming straight off them smokers.
Yeah, they do the smoking all that.
I just got an electric smoker, nigga.
That's got
game changer.
Man, come on. Roast, all that, bro.
Game changer, nigga. Chicken falling off the bone, brisket, nigga. I'm finna put a bunch of shit for the game, nigga, in the smoker.
Man,
I mean,
he about to put some lambs in the goddamn smoker,
I'm finna put some eagles, and I'm gonna have some bucks come cook it. Cause y'all won't be playing, so.
Boy, you listen. Y'all lose.
This nigga praying. This nigga praying every night they beat Seattle.